So, often people ask,
What's chapter 1?
what is love? It might not be the official chapter, but it is a chapter. End quote. So that's the first conversation that I remember when I realized that I'm an author. How crazy was it that in my mind I already knew what I wanted to be, but I didn't have the confidence to go and get it. I'm realizing as I'm writing that I am the potential me that I had set to be. I started looking in the mirror and started looking in my mind. The only way I was able to do that was closing my eyes. And it's more than prayer, even though I had many people praying for me. But I've come to realize that love is more than an emotion. Love, honestly, is a word that has a meaning, but it's kind of undescribable. But what I can describe to you is my experiences of that word personified in a different meaning. Most people get offended, especially women, when they hear the word emotional. And I've heard many say that you have to control your emotions. But that is not really realistic. And would you really want to be around somebody who is emotionless? That's a person who's not living. I say, and I believe, that you should let your emotions run wild. That is the true meaning of living. Being happy is an emotion. Why would I want to control my happiness? I want my happiness to run free. And I want it to be not only in one location, but in many. I want the happiness in my life to be like a fire being lit on a windy day. I want my happiness to send a trail. And I would like for others to be able to see this trail and be inspired by my happiness. Other than love and happiness, anger is an emotion. Anger is thought to be a negative thing, but it's not. Everything can be used as something positive. I literally was just listening to Denzel Washington talk, and he said, you have to lose your way to winning. If you're not losing, or if you're not falling or failing, then you're not trying hard enough. The most successful people that I know have failed more times than they won. And life's about taking risks. So, anger is a normal emotion that we feel, but you can use that anger to push you to get you to that next level. You can use anger to make you stronger than you've ever been. Shout out to Mike Tyson, who used his anger to get him to be a world champion. Shout out to anybody who's ever been angry at not having enough for themselves or for their family, and it pushed them to have their own business, to be able to get their first apartment like I did. You have to be angry enough to want change and to change your life. Doesn't mean you have to stay angry, but having the feeling of anger is okay. Speaking of okay, aren't you tired of people asking, are you okay? Or aren't you tired of feeling like you're not okay? We're always okay. But once somebody asks that question, it puts a question in your head like, am I okay? We'll talk about that in the next chapter.